Police say a DJ who hosted parties for children admitted he molested a child in Henry County. Today, we learned a lot more about the case against 24-year-old Malcolm Rhodes. He was in court answering child molestation charges today. Caitlin Ross has been following this story from the beginning. And Caitlin, the fear here is there could be more victims. If there are, the DA wants them to come forward, right?
He does. Police were concerned about that from the very beginning, and it appears they were right. Here's the background on the case first. Rhodes is a popular DJ in Henry County and Coweta County, hosting dozens of parties at schools and skate parks. He was arrested a few weeks ago for sexual battery of a 15-year-old. In court today, police laid out the case against him. They said this happened in September and that Rhodes had spoken to the boy about selling him some AirPods. Rhodes allegedly went to the boy's house when his father was not home. The boy told police there was kissing and other sexual acts. When police questioned Rhodes, they say he originally denied the charges, but later admitted it. During an earlier court date, Rhodes allegedly indicated more victims may come forward. Rhodes was denied bond and is in jail tonight. Henry County police say there were numerous new allegations and more warrants may be issued against Rhodes soon. We'll stay on top of the story.
All right. Thank you, Caitlin.